If you have watched my last video tutorial on NoAdCode and are wondering, what exactly this tool is, this video is for you. In this video, we'll go over a detailed walkthrough of NoAdCode and we'll cover all the features of this product. So at this end of this video, you'll be aware of how to use NoAdCode free version to the fullest. With that said, let's get started. To get started, the first thing you'll need to do is download the free version. Log in into a site and you can quickly download the free version. If you have already downloaded it, you may skip this section and continue towards the next section. Download free version, enter your site details, test.com, publisher name ABC, select your scale and download the plugin. This is how easy it is to download the plugin, and with a few clicks you should be able to install it as well. Choose the file that you just downloaded, install now. And we are all set to get started with the NoAdCode free version. Now you're inside the tool and you must be seeing that the network code in here isn't configured. So the first thing you need to do is go inside the settings tab and configure your network code. To find your network code, log in into your GAM account and you may find it in the URL or inside this section. Once you have the network code, copy paste it in here and we are all set. For the name, you can provide it any name that works for you. Click on the Add Network button and verify whether the network code you added is correctly getting added in here. If you need to add in another network, you can similarly do it like this. Now, for our sake of convenience and simplicity, let's just retain a single ad network. So we delete this network. Now, quickly go to ad blocks and verify whether you're seeing the network code. So we don't see any network code configured in here. Why? Because we actually deleted the primary network. Now we can set this network code as primary, go back to ad blocks, refresh it, and we are all set to actually get started. Let's now quickly understand what this ad block section is. First, inside the ad configuration section, we have the ad types. You can choose either display, sticky, interstitial, or custom code. Display if you want to go live with normal display ads. Sticky if you want to go live with sticky ads. These can be placed either at the top or the bottom of the site. Now for interstitials, we choose interstitial or pop-up. And lastly, if you want to use our tool for implementing any third-party code, you can use this custom code option. For the sake of simplicity, let's keep it display for now. Let's now configure a GAM ad unit. Now this ad unit should be an ad unit that is already created in your GAM UI. Always remember that NoAdCode is not doing anything in your GAM account. So it is actually creating the ad code part of things for you, but we are not yet doing anything in your GAM account. So you will need to ensure that you use this name exactly as your ad unit name in your GAM UI for the name and both the code. Once you're done with providing an ad unit name and code, you can proceed towards the list. Now list describe in here the pages you want to display your ads at. Now these are home page, your post page, your pages, archives, categories, tags, search, or 404. I would recommend selecting all the pages according to your need and not checking this 404 unless you want to explicitly target this section. If you place your ads on 404 pages, you might get policy violations as you're serving ads on page that doesn't exist. So keep it unchecked to keep your account safe. After this, you might choose an insertion point. Insertion point is specific position on the page where you want to place ads. But before actually, selecting anything from in here, I would recommend that you go into the site, enable the debug mode. The debug mode tells you what are the insertion points available for you so you can actually choose a relevant one. So on this page, you're just seeing one paragraph based insertion points because there's a single paragraph. And this is just a simple test of how the ads will look in here. This is not actually inserting your ads. Once you're sure of the insertion point, you should choose, like for instance, I want to place my ads on paragraph 1. I go into my ad block, I choose paragraph, and I select paragraph 1. Now we have to configure the sizes. We can do it by either going to the add type settings page or by configure sizes now. This all leads you to this internal page wherein you can configure your sizes. I provided 728 cross 90. Now for the sake of improving your fill rate and your ad ECPM, you can actually provide in multi sizes. So multi sizes will definitively help you in improving both your ad ECPM and also your fill rate. This actually is a responsive ad sizes, so you can configure sizes for your desktop, for your tablet, and also for your mobile. So there isn't a need to create separate ad units for desktop and mobile while using our tool. You can actually configure different sizes and reuse the same ad unit for both desktop and mobiles. After updating the sizes, click on update. And that is it. You can see your ad. Ad is displayed at the position or the insertion point in here, and you can see it correctly displaying. Let's now come back to the ad block management screen and configure a new ad block. And right now we'll see how to schedule interstitials. Now with display ads, you're aware that it's relatively easy to schedule display ads, but when it comes to interstitial or sticky, you have to copy paste custom code either in GAM via the template, or you have to implement your custom code inside the site. But for interstitials, we are taking care of all the heavy lifting for you. So you can simply configure interstitials, provide it a name. So I've created a test ad unit with the name of intest. These all things remain the same. Select an insertion point. Now in here for interstitials in specific, the insertion points doesn't matter because Google automatically takes care of positioning the interstitial at its relevant position. So you can simply click on save, go to add type settings. We can actually choose the triggers, and this is how easy it is. The interstitial we are scheduling is the Google interstitial. It means that it is exact implementation that is provided by Google in their GPT library. So you can be rest assured that you won't encounter any issues with it. Let's now verify whether interstitial is correctly displaying. We can append Google FC. This opens up the Google console and you can see in here interstitial. Now, if you refresh enough, and you will be able to see interstitial serving as well. We are back to the ad block management screen and we'll be configuring sticky ads now. So in here, in the ad type, you have to select in sticky. Provide it an ad unit name, list and insertion point as per your needs, and save. Now for sticky ads as well, these are fully Google compliant sticky ads. So we have, used the exact identical implementation that Google has provided. So you can choose in top or bottom anchor. In here, these ad units are out of page ad units, so you don't need to provide any size as well. Click on update and see the ads. Okay, so we saw this top anchor ad. Now, in case you want to actually copy paste direct code within our tool, so we have that provision as well, and we are providing you with header and footer code insertion points. So this is actually available in a lot of tools, so you can use it. Also, if you're looking to insert any third-party custom code at any of your insertion points of your need, you can actually choose our custom code ad format. Click on save, go to the ad type settings and provide in this code. So in here, you can implement any code. For example, you can implement your AdSense code or any code shared by you by any other third party. Now, before concluding this video, let me show you a very important feature that can help you in actually improving your ad speed. So, you can go to the settings, you can go to the general tab, and you can select an SRA or single request architecture. Let me quickly explain to you what SRA is and how it will help you in actually improving your ad speed. So if you have 5 ad requests on your page and you have SRA disabled, all the 5 ad requests would be sent to GAM. However, if you have SRA enabled in here, GAM will only receive a single combined ad request that contain ad calls of all the 5 clubbed in together. So this is a nice and efficient way of actually enabling SRA. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video, I'll be covering key value management in NoAdCode, and I thought I'll record a separate video because key value deserves a topic on its own, and it's actually quite difficult to implement key values when it comes to custom targeting. So if you're trying to implement key value targeting for specific URLs or different categories, you need a developer for sure, and we have simplified a lot of use cases for you, so you should be able to implement a lot of key values again without touching any code. So use NoAdCode.